We've all seen this tag, made in the USA, but it's a lie. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why it's a lie and how we can identify businesses that are doing this and what to look for specifically. I'm going to take you through specific examples of it. Now, before we get too deep in here, I'm Chris. I run a couple hat brands, and one of my hat brands is a startup, or we're just getting started doing hat manufacturing in the States. That means I'm sewing, I'm cutting, I'm getting the fabric, I'm making the hats myself, and I'm also doing bags too. So if you look, here's my bag right here. This is the first arena bag. Now, this isn't fully made in the USA. It uses imported material. And I can tell you why that's important a little bit later on, but just remember that. Made in the USA with imported material. Now, there's one thing that we need to understand before getting too deep, and it's that made in USA, which I kind of hate the terminology. I like made in the USA, but I digress. That tag, that label should come with a high price tag. It should come with a level of validity, a level of authority. There you go, that's a better word, a level of authority and what it is saying. But unfortunately, we cannot trust it. Now, it should come with a level of authority because it should mean that this product is made in the USA. It's made completely in the USA. The materials, the people putting the product together, whether that be apparel or machines or I don't know, other products that they're selling. All of that is assembled in the USA with American materials from an American company, but it often doesn't mean that. And so we're going to start off looking at a few examples here that I have on my laptop. And we're actually going to go inside because I need to plug my laptop in, and my office is a mess because I'm currently working on some hats. You can see here's one of the hats, but I was working on some of the structured backs on the hats right there. See that? That goes on the back of the hat or on the front to make sure this sits up correctly when it's an unstructured hat. Anyways, yeah, it's a mess in here. And so we're going to go inside and I'll walk you through what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're going to start out here with the scandal, which is what we're calling Sweatergate. And so Skill Issue put out a post saying that they are doing 100% cotton sweater that says reindustrialize. And reindustrialize is kind of a movement on X that is wanting the world to reindustrialize, as in America, to reindustrialize, bring manufacturing back into the States, and prioritize made in the USA products. Now, it was quickly realized that this product isn't even made in the US. They said that they couldn't find a US manufacturer, and they tried for 3 months, but they couldn't find it. And so they decided to go overseas. Now, this is a classic play. This is a classic thing that people do. They couldn't find it, so they go overseas. That's part of the problem. So it's not made in the USA, and then they find out that this company is not even American. They're from somewhere else. And so you have a non-American company saying they want to reindustrialize America by selling this sweater that is 100% cotton, maybe, with the American flag on it. And it's just gross. And so there's people out there that are trying to capitalize on made in the USA. And this is why it's important, is because that tag has that authority to tell you what it's all about. And so people are willing to pay more money to get the product made in the USA because they know that they know where their products come from. So if they know where their products come from, that means everything from the product, the fabric, to the employment, to the way the business is ran, paying taxes to the government. They know everything is done in the States so that it's kosher. We're not paying no slaves to make our sweater. We're not paying 10 cents to make the fabric, etc., etc. They know where it's come from, so people are willing to pay more money. And that's what the tag means. It means that you're paying for that validity, and you're paying for the peace of mind of where you're buying your product. And so people have abused this label. And that's very unfortunate. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing with the bag and how it's a little bit not controversial, but maybe not everyone's favorite. Y'all can let me know what y'all think about that. But let's get back into the example. We're gonna go to Filson. Filson is a very Western American brand, but the products, I think most of them are not made in the States. So we're gonna go to an example. You go to this tin cloth cruiser jacket. Looks nice. I always love their photos. Really nice stuff. But you scroll down, $359. You would expect, wow. All right. So step one here is that you expect Filson to be an American brand by just the styling, the Western wear, the work wear, everything that they carry, bags, denim, shoes, all the things. You expect in your mind to think this is an American brand. So right off the bat, you go $359. Okay, cool. I paid that for American brand, but you go in manufacturing, imported. Okay, it's imported, which means that everything comes from overseas. Now, I will say, I will give them the benefit, not the benefit of the doubt, I will give them credit here. There's two kinds of companies. One hides where it's manufactured, and one tells you kind of where it's manufactured. There's also a third one, but we'll get to that. So this one is saying it's imported, meaning everything is done overseas. The fabric, material, the parts, I can't think today. The employment, the workers, the business, all that done overseas. It's coming over and you're buying this jacket for $359, which means you're paying a hefty fine to get something overseas. Okay, so that's that jacket. Now we're going to another one, still Filson. And I'm using Filson because this is a common thing people do, is they have this branding, this Western Americanized branding, but they're still importing their goods. Same thing with this tote bag. It looks great, looks fantastic, except this guy, kind of gay. Anyways, manufacturing, imported. So if you want to know where your product is found and it has manufacturing imported, that's where it's overseas. If it doesn't have anything, assume that it's done overseas. The next one here, this is where it kind of gets confusing. We have the rugged twill zipper tote bag. Now this one, $299. So you can see the pricing on here. $200 for this bag. It has like a pocket or two maybe. That one actually looks similar to my brief bag that I just now seeing. But it looks nice. I love it. Looks quality. This one, $299. Made in the USA with imported materials. Okay, so you import the materials and you make it in the United States. Now, we don't know specifically what is done in the States. We're just told that it was made in the US. So someone overseas could have done some of the building, the assembling of it, and then finished off in the States. But we don't know. We just know that we think it's made in the States with the imported material. So everything's made, assembled here with the imported material. And that's the label that I put for the bag. Made in USA with imported material. You can see that here. It's currently sold out, but you know, if this video is going on for a while, we might open up orders for another round. But here you go. Scroll down, handcrafted in the USA, made in the USA with imported materials. Read more about our made in the USA dream. So we're very upfront with what is going on. And I literally sewed these bags. I literally sewed that. So I bought all the materials from the websites, and I'm buying from American companies that I think they're American companies because they have the source there at their either their facility. Like I was talking to Duck Canvas today, and they have a warehouse with all their fabrics, and a lot of their fabrics are imported. A lot of fabrics around the world, I mean in America, most fabrics are imported. So I buy from them, an American company, as far as I know, and they ship it to me. And so it's not like I'm buying the fabric directly from China, even though I could do that. It would probably be cheaper, but yeah. Anyways, I was just kind of explaining the process of it. So made in the USA with imported material, cool. Now this company, it's an assumption whenever you go to an American-sized brand, a Western brand, that it should be made in America, but it's more than likely not. With these guys, they are saying, we want to reindustrialize America, so you assume it's going to be made in America, but it's definitely not. And you can see on here, heavyweight cotton knit construction made in Portugal. Now, I don't think yesterday they had this, so they definitely updated it to say made in Portugal. It's made in Portugal. So you're trying to sell a sweater that's made in Portugal for American reindustrialization. Super weird. But at least they clarified where it's made now. They also, like I said, they're not in the States. So we're going to continue on and go to an actual American-made company, I don't even know how you say his name, Kill James Patrick, KJP. Now this goes into proudly made in the USA, and then if you go down further, 100% cotton, made in the USA. And you can see there's stuff there, you can see the tag, made in USA. So how can you trust this? Well, one reason I trust this is because it says it's proudly made in the USA, and then it also has made in the USA down below it. I also trust it because I follow the founder on X, and he talks about his factories and he shares about his factories. Now, I would probably, if I were him, even put in 100% cotton grown in Alabama. Something like handcrafted or cut and sewn in Vermont. I don't know if they're in Vermont, but they're in New England somewhere. I would put those extra details to tell us that we can trust you're made in the USA. So we have a few examples here. We have one, I didn't even realize that this tag has made in the USA. But the problem with that is it's actually not made in the USA. It's made in the USA with imported materials. So watch out for that. I'm glad I caught it while I'm on camera. So that is a little deceptive. So we have the branding, overarching branding that's saying what a product is, where it's made, just by the branding of it. And I'll go to another example here in a second. And then there's another level of deception that's saying it has a label, made in the USA. And then you go down and it's with imported material. So it's technically not made in the USA. And when I say technically, I mean by the standards of the government. There is so for the FTC, complying with the made in the USA standard, it has to be practically all made in the USA, all or virtually all made in the USA, or it's not made in the USA, and you can get sued, you can get fined, you can be in real big trouble doing that. So that is what I mean. It's technically not made in the USA, so you shouldn't be able to say that. I could literally reach out to them and say, this company's saying it's made in the USA with this tag, but it's not, and make sure they get it taken down. Guess I'm not gonna do that. Should I do that? I don't know. I never thought about if I should do that or not. All right, another company I wanted to point out was Origin. These guys are super steady, super direct on where things are made. And they also have this tag here, 100% American made, right down there. So you know that it's not just said made in the USA, because that tag cannot be trusted. This says 100% American made. That means everything is made here. It's cut and sewn, the fabric is from here, the workers are from here, everything is American. And so that is super important, and I love that they actually say that there. Now I haven't directly looked at this. There we go. Made 100% in the USA, from field to factory. Every fiber, thread, button, label, stitch of the origin product is sourced and produced domestically within our fully American supply chain. So like that, beautiful. I know where it's made. Now, could someone lie about that? I mean, sure. You could. That would be kind of weird. Like you have to trust someone at some point. And I definitely trust that in the content they put out. And Pete Roberts' YouTube vlog he puts out, he shows the factories he goes in, he shows all the process and stuff like that. So there you go. And also, it's not an arm and a leg for their products. And so they're not just trying to grift you. They're not trying to grift you, you know. The next company I wanted to just point out, sorry this might be a little bit long, and I never plugged in my laptop. Okay. Is Cherry Los Angeles. So right off the bat, what do you think? Is it made in the USA? The answer is yes. It has LA, Los Angeles, in the description. You go to it, it's Western. I'm gonna go to just the normal page here. It's Western, it looks beautiful. Texture is nice. You can see some of the stuff says made in the USA, like that. I think that hat says made in the USA. So it looks like it's made in the USA. You go in here, the pullover hoodie. Okay, made in Los Angeles. Nice. So you're assuming it's made in Los Angeles. But here's the problem. Whenever you say it's made in Los Angeles, USA, you don't know where the fabric comes from. And if the fabric isn't made in the States, then it's technically not made in the USA. And this is probably why they have made in Los Angeles, USA, and not made in the USA, because they don't want to be sued. So this is why I'm saying this tag stuff is so confusing. It's annoying, and I guess we just all have to be educated about it. So if you want to purchase actually US American made stuff, you need to know the information. I'm gonna go to another one. This one it's a sweater, looks really nice, $4.50, which is crazy, but like, hey, if it's a full American supply chain, maybe I'll buy it, maybe not. I mean, I'm personally not gonna buy it, but you know, people that have some money. So we have Wrangler, which Wrangler's also, plug in soon. Sorry, my battery. Wrangler's also seen as an American brand, which I think everything they have is not American made. But then we have Cherry, made in USA, on the sweater. So you're assuming it's made in the USA. You go down, made in Peru. So I don't know how many of y'all shop online. I'm guessing literally everyone. I don't know how many of y'all read all the bullet points of the details of a garment. Mostly no one, besides myself who runs online stores. But yeah, it's deceptive. And I think Cherry is a great brand, and I know they get their stuff manufactured. A lot of it is made in LA. With what fabric, I don't know, but I don't necessarily care. I care that you shouldn't be deceptive with your language, and you shouldn't be deceptive with your brand and your marketing. Like that's all I care about. This hat, beautiful, has a USA flag on it. Where's it made? Los Angeles. With what fabric? Who knows? Nobody knows. They're not saying it's made in USA, so you can assume the fabric's probably imported. Does this make me not want to buy it? I mean, the $88 price tag makes me not want to buy it, but I would buy this hat. I would wear this hat as a proud American. I don't think everything has to be made in USA. I don't. I mean, I know Pete Roberts and a lot of people are that's like the point of their being, is to have everything made in America with their brand. I don't necessarily think that. Obviously, my bag over there is imported material, but I'm personally handcrafting it. So I think there's 3 different levels there that you can do. 1, maybe 3, maybe even 4. Completely overseas, you can handcraft in the USA with imported materials. You can make it in the USA with all American-made materials. I guess the last one is you can lie about being made in the USA, and that's what a lot of people seem to do, or at best be a little bit deceptive on where their stuff come from. Either they're doing that on purpose or they're not. So sorry, I know this video is getting a little bit long. If you want to see a little bit more precise video, watch this origin video, Made in the American Loophole. I think it's really good. If you're actually curious about the Made in the USA standard, the laws, then check this bad boy out and read through it, all or virtually all. So yeah, I'm gonna stop that there. So thank y'all for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Follow me on X, follow me on here, subscribe, and I will see y'all in another video. See you later. Actually, if I didn't mention before, the bag, I did say it was made by me in my office out there. That's where I just came from, with imported material. And so part of that is because the fabric, any fabric, is very difficult to find in the United States. But I want to be clear that it is a process. Reindustrialization is a process. And will I be part of making wax cotton canvas fabric in the States from farm to factory? I honestly don't know. But as of now, I'm not. Eventually, I would love for everything to be 100% made in the USA. And you can check out the site to see exactly what my process is and how I want to make things in America. My priority isn't everything is made in the States. My priority is making good quality goods in the States and employing people in the States, even if that means I have to buy, I don't know, even if I have to buy fabric from China or India for a few years. My goal is to make most things in America. But yeah, I know a lot of people won't like that, but I'm doing the best I can. And that's how I feel about that right now. So that's it. Actually, bye now. See ya.